I know it is probably why I have a headache.
Yeah.
But cheers anyway.
What? Cheers to dilemmas.
Hey. This shit is disgusting. Why do we continue to do this to ourselves?
Why?
Because it ain't about the taste, it's about the feeling. That's why
Until the next day.
Yeah, then it's like the opposite.
That's why I drink tequila. Because the next day I feel fine.
Because what?
I do not know how you're doing that, though.
Child.
I don't know how she is either, because normally after one drink, after being a shot, she be over it. Done. Back. I don't feel good.
That black, something serious, though.
That black, you only need about 2 shots of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
You be feeling good.
Well, y'all, we are live. Taking shots and live.
Taking shots. And, I didn't take a shot.
Oh,
You got a beer.
I took some earlier, though.
Meek want to be frail. This is Mary Shane.
This is...
Oh, my bad. Jumping out of order and shit.
No, this is the normal order. I normally go behind Mary Shane.
You're right.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
That's my bad.
This is half of D squared.
Hey.
This is me. And this is... Go ahead, babe.
Okay, I didn't know I was getting a personal introduction.
Listen, this is your 1.5 time being on here because I can't count the first time a full.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, this is girl. So you already in here. Go on, introduce yourself.
You guys, this is Lily Smiles. Lily_Smiles85 on Instagram and Snapchat. You can follow me on there. And I'm a special guest. I think I'm an honorary member. I think I'm making my way in there. He's finally give me a spot. After episode 9, I believe we're on. But
Is it 9?
Is it 9 or 10?
Shoot.
I don't know anymore.
it's 10. It makes even worse, though.
We moving through this thing, though. That's what I do know.
We really are.
This is a special episode. This is the engaged crew.
Engaged
crew.
That's in my group chat.
This is supposed to be like couples counseling.
Yeah, it's live
couples counseling. So, Tamika, how does it feel when she says that to you now?
Don't get me started.
What are your coping strategies you're using?
No, I'm just playing.
I said we're going to couples counseling, though.
Yeah. She is adamant about couple counseling. Mm-hmm. So,
like premarital or like
premarital.
Yeah,
some people won't marry you unless you have had
some kind of
counseling. Yeah, some.
So it's not just with churches. It's like some officiants say you at least gotta have like a couple of episodes.
A couple of them. Like,
yeah.
Our guy said he's said that he'll do it for us. He said that he does not require it. He was like, but to be honest, like if we need more than 2 sessions, he would actually honestly start questioning if we should be making this decision.
What? I don't think that's his.
Not 2 sessions. I don't think 2 sessions. I think 2 sessions is fine. If you have to go like 6 or 7 times with issues.
I was going to say, maybe he's looking for key things that would be like some kind of indicator that maybe y'all.
Yeah.
And is it like weird that, I'll just go ahead and say, is it weird that I really wanted us to have a black woman marry us, to be honest? Like that's what I wanted.
Not weird at all.
We did, but it just didn't
work out.
No, because
we got a white man.
We do. Yeah, because he was responsive and on it, and it just really, this whole, like when you guys start trying to pick people, it really, Tamika and I really tried to do the whole black business thing and everything, and it really just did not work out. And it
well, I had a black woman hit me up in my inbox to let me know that she could do it. So she said not many people know, so I didn't want to say who it was. She was like, not many people know that about me.
That she's a ordained minister.
Yeah, that she could do this for me. And I would absolutely love her. I mean, of course, we got to talk about it, but if it was her,
well, I love her. You know, my other friend, wherever you are, stepped up to face up with her.
Who? Somebody that could have married y'all?
Yeah. That said she was.
That she was.
And she don't talk to us no more.
Oh.
Who?
No.
We'll talk about that off.
Yeah. But don't do that. Nonetheless, when we were trying to do everything, our venue is black owned, so I'm very happy about that.
That's cool.
That makes me very excited. Yes,
I want that.
It is. And it's uptown's gorgeous. So our venue, that makes me very happy. But when we went through the process, we tried to do like wedding planners, everything. Mm-hmm. I'm very anal, and I just want everything. So we interviewed like 10 people. I mean, was that excessive? Yes, folks. But we did, and we honestly, it really happened to end up being 5 white, 5 black. It just happened like that. That wasn't like the intent or anything. And like the black people came, and one of them was like, came in her cookout clothes and was like, "Do y'all want to go cookout later?" The other ones was showing us candelabras.
Not cookout, like not the restaurant cookout. They were like a cookout.
Yeah,
they invited y'all to a cookout.
Girl, it just was like I was checking niggas off as soon as they nope.
As soon as they walked in,
somebody came like 20 minutes late. Well, she didn't even show up. She came. Supposedly, she showed up after we left.
No. So we gave her 15 minutes.
Which was more than fair to me. This is just my first time meeting you, and you're trying to get our business. Exactly. You are 20 minutes late. You hadn't called or done anything. So I was like, I don't care how good she is. Nope. Next.
Yeah, because then she'll be the type to be late at your day, and y'all will be panicking.
So she
y'all have other things to worry about,
and that's why we said, well, if you had a wedding today, why are you meeting with us anyway?
Right.
But just to know that you take meetings on wedding days, nope. But our makeup artist is black, so I'm happy about that too.
I'm gonna need one of those.
Slaves.
Everybody. Everybody.
What's her name? Do you want to give
Amber.
that? Okay, hey Amber.
Everybody
Shout out
loves
to
Granny
Amber.
on Instagram. She is good, and I will say that her professionalism to me has been outstanding. She literally came to the house at 6 o'clock in the morning and beat my face to the gods. But at 6 a.m. for our engagement shoot, and I'm looking forward to working with her again for the wedding. She does charge a travel fee, but she's getting her coin. So at least you know that in advance.
Yeah.
But I will say that we tried as much as we could.
I want mine to be black. I need everything to be black.
That's what we wanted.
So
somebody to do my hair.
Your search is gonna be.
I would imagine.
Yeah, it's the professionalism. Like, because at the end of the day, y'all put y'all
black
money
people.
Up for
Come
this.
on.
I know. No, literally.
We wanted to do this. We wanted
to. And I'm not, like you said, we don't do name stuff. We tried to have a black chef. That didn't work out either.
Oh.
Yeah. Not a black chef?
You know that might not work out for us.
Oh, yeah. Unless I can get that girl off of IG.
We tried to, and see, with the venue, the venue, too, if you bring your own outside of their list, you have to pay a fee. But we were trying to still see if by accommodating that fee and the person's fee, it would still be cheaper than going with, No, that didn't work out.
The bottom line is, black people, we want to use you.
We want to support so we can put that back into the black community.
Right.
Please be professional.
And this is just not our personal opinion. I mean, it is our personal opinion, but
no, come on.
It's at this point, it's facts.
It is.
And don't get me wrong, because there's going to be somebody to say, well, y'all go to white businesses, get treated like shit, and y'all still pay. I get it, but this is... Yeah. But this is somebody's day. So as far as these businesses go, I'm not talking about the hair care store.
If I go to a store and they treat me like trash,
no,
I'm trying not to go there
anymore. And I probably won't be buying anything from it that day.
Right.
Everything will get dropped on the floor or whatever, and I'm leaving.
Right.
Yeah, so, no, we could talk about...
But our DJ's black. I thought about it.
My DJ has
the company's white, but the DJ's black.
Right, I was going to say the DJ's black, but the company is white.
Well, we did tell them up front when they was like, because they had this little thing where you could interview different DJs, and everybody was looking around. No, we was looking for the tokens. I don't care. Because I feel like for us, that was like, a must. But I agree with what Meek said. It's very hard. As much as we try to do it as much as we could, because just like what y'all said, who doesn't want to get back to the black community? It just did not work out the way we had wanted it to, unfortunately. But if anybody listens to this episode and knows any florists in Charlotte, that's the last vendor we're still trying to book. If you have a black one that is on point, we're still taking recommendations. That's the last thing. I mean, but outside of that, that's it.
Well, y'all just if you're tuning into this is like a engaged, getting married
episode.
Quick little episode. We're talking about our big days. Yeah, our big days.
What our big day look like?
I was gonna say, so do y'all want something small or big or what?
I don't really want anything big.
Coming to America type wedding.
Ooh.
Oh, we gotta get the lottery for that.
Girl, no.
But
Yeah, the more we think about it.
I think either way, it's going to be expensive. I think even if we said small, by the time we get to the reception, the little things that we want are probably going to add up, and it's going to be expensive regardless if it's big or small.
What I do know is it won't be one of the things where everybody is invited.
Right.
Oh, wait till they get to that part. How meek.
I have no issues.
I don't really have issues either.
She could be talking to somebody 10 years and the person consider her the best friend.
Oh, no, I ain't like that.
I am not either. She is
called you her best friend. I mean, I know her. We, experience a lot of things.
We hung out all the time.
Know her.
Whatever, babe. I'm not that bad.
How do you deal with that? Because I don't only say this because people that I know have said that Meek and I are going to run into after we set our save the dates out. Once the invitations go out, how are we going to deal with the people when they say why didn't they get invited? Or
I don't feel like you should be asking me why.
That is the tackiest thing. Asking for the invitation is tacky, and asking why you didn't get invited is tacky as hell.
And that's
I know I'm getting invited.
Get invited because your ass tacky.
You don't know that. You shouldn't assume
that's happening.
People, this whole social media thing has people acting this way, I think. Not that people didn't do it before social media, but now it's like when you post that you get engaged, and it's like, I can't wait to celebrate with you guys. It's like, dang, we just speak on social media. We don't really know each other like that.
I haven't had that problem because people know me.
But I feel like nobody's going to say anything to me. Like, I feel like it's going to be, they're going to be in my inbox because I think everybody knows her personality.
Well, no, they know
your personality and know that they're going to get you.
But that's the thing. They won't get me.
Not this time around. Not in this
that venue, the space that we have only holds it holds a certain amount. So because of that, we cannot, we already went, people say you can give yourself a little buffer, 5 or 10 people. Some people go buffer even up to 20. We buffered 5 max. We couldn't buffer more than that because the way we want to do everything, it won't work out that way. Yeah. So who's set is who's set, and then if those people don't come, we're not doing. Some people do a second round of invites. That won't be us.
No, I won't be doing that.
I'm not. Right,
if I didn't think about you the first time around, you're not important enough.
Right? Yeah, we said we're not doing a second round. We're just not because. Well, for one, you have to pay the invitation lady to make more invitations. It's just, and for two, I don't want anybody to feel like an afterthought. I really don't. I feel like. If you're inviting a main person and then they have a +1 and then you decide that at the last minute, that's fine. But I had told Meek that I did not want to do it like that. Whoever doesn't, if people don't come, that's just less.
I think I already know who. I've already had this in my head though, before the engagement anyway. I think I already know who's being invited. So
what do you guys consider a small wedding? It's 50 small, it's 30 small, it's 100 small, it's 150
For
small.
me, all those numbers are big, but for her, they're probably small.
She really just want me and her there, I think.
The rest of us will just wait outside the courthouse.
We talked about the idea of having a courthouse wedding and doing a big reception, but the reception is the money. So it's
it is the money.
If you're going to do that, then don't spare the expense on the wedding because you can have a decent wedding, but the coin is going towards that reception.
Absolutely.
So,
would you guys ever think about destination?
Yes. Now, the problem we're going to run into, I thought, which I just haven't researched yet, but I thought we were going to run into, with it being destination, those packages that the food package won't be for us. So everybody else will be able to eat and we won't have anything.
Yeah. Especially with the Caribbean islands. I don't know. And, that's something
we'll be eating vegetables and rice all damn weekend, whatever.
Yeah, however long we're there.
Well, Jamaica's out. So,
Jamaica is out.
Yeah. All the way.
That's an X anyway, just based off
period.
Something
That would never
go. So.
Yeah. It's an automatic, no.
But so everybody been telling us that your relationship is gonna change, and and I don't know if they meant in a good or bad way. You think since y'all got engaged, your relationship has changed?
I feel like at the beginning when we were freshly engaged, it felt like the honeymoon type stage.
Oh my god!
So it was oh my gosh. So, but that was September 10th, 2016, and I feel like it was. And then after a while, I was like, oh, okay, all right, like we're still engaged because I put ring selfies all the time. But I feel like during this, since it's getting closer, I think
stressful.
I think Meek and I are starting to feel like the pressure and stuff. So when people say things like, "Oh, where you guys going to premarital counseling?" Definitely, we definitely will be going to that. And even like couples therapy, like we're not even opposed to that. And I don't think that people should think that that's a bad thing either.
I don't think it has to be negative. Right?
If it's going to be a risk of me losing her, I'm going. There's no question about that.
No question about it. I just think that it does become more stressful like the closer that you get, because by the end of this week we'll be 7 months out. Like it just seems, and everybody's like, "Oh, you guys still have a long time," but it's really not. Like the year's pretty much almost over at this point.
It is.
So I think that you notice that you start getting like these little fights about like you're thinking about them. Obviously, you're thinking like the money and stuff, and then. Two, people say that a life change can bring like
it's scary.
Yeah,
you're gonna be like partly responsible for somebody for like the rest of your life.
Right.
Yeah.
But y'all don't feel like that already? Y'all already live together?
I do feel like that.
I
can show me your name.
You can call me Lily.
Sure.
Or you can call me Mrs. Terry, whatever works.
Whatever works.
I think what's crazy though is that people, some people do say like, "Oh, you guys already have like a house here. Like, I don't know why you guys would feel more nervous about the marriage thing."
Yeah.
And I really, honestly, I do not know, because a house is a 30-year minimum commitment.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, but I think obviously, like, this is our first home. We love it. It's not, our forever home. So maybe that's why I think of it different. And I feel like, I'm not saying if we put a house on the market, it would sell like that, but a house never, to me, like binded us together, not like a marriage. Does that make sense? It's just kind of, we're bound by it because we're both on the mortgage. I'm just saying, like, at the end of the day, you could sell this. A marriage is completely, to me, it's a whole different thing, because if a marriage doesn't work out, you literally have to get divorced. It's not like selling a home, and like all your assets are together. Yeah. And I've already told my family, like, as soon as we get married, like, Mika's who is the beneficiary on my on my life insurance and stuff. My sister said, "Oh, I get kicked off," because right now it's my sister.
Yeah.
But that's how it's supposed to be. Like your significant other is supposed to be. Well, that's the way I feel.
No, I think that is too. But I think only
my sister can get
same-sex couples get that question. Like, why would you even ask me that?
Good point.
Once I get married.
Who's going to be
the beneficiary?
Right.
Like
my damn wife.
Right. I knew.
Isn't like your damn husband.
Right.
My mom is one of my policies, and my niece is on my other one. And when I was doing my medical, and the guy was asking me for the name, I felt weird. She didn't know I was going to propose at the time, but I'm like, dang, I'm going to have to call back at some point and change that over because... That's only right.
That's exactly how it should be.
That's going to be your
family, right?
And I think family sometimes, because my sister has always been. My sister's on both of mine. Is the main person, and she's always been. My mother asked to not be on it because my mother, your parents always hope that they go before you. So one of them, my mom was like, "Oh, okay, I don't care if you put me on," but my sister is the main, and my sister said, "So it all is gonna go to Meek," and I said, "Well, 10%." Meek said 10% can go to my sister, but I was like, if that's completely up to her and how she wants to do that. But I feel like if something were to happen, I need to make sure she can take care of things. Like she can, she's gonna be stuck with this mortgage. She's gonna be stuck on this. I need to make sure she can be able to live. I would never want to leave her
high and dry. And that's your family. The thing about getting married is now you become a family. You're your own family.
I just think that I'm
hoping that when we get married, it doesn't feel different. I'm hoping
that's what I think. Like everyone is always expecting something to change after marriage, but I'm like,
what could change? Especially when you already living together, you already paying bills together.
Right.
What expectation do you want now? This is why you married me to begin with. Whatever it is that I was doing ahead of time, like, is why you wanted to marry me. So what do you expect now? Like that's the part.
I don't know why people say that.
I think we would be closer in a different way, like the best friend part. Like I think that's already there. But I
that's what we were saying. Like after the engagement, that morning I woke up just like smiling again. Like this really is happening.
It felt like a little honeymoon.
Yeah, like a honeymoon. I think
it still does for me. Actually,
it's gonna feel like that for
a while.
And that's good though. I think those are the highlights that you have to have and experience. So when the tough times do come, you can kind of lean on those things and say, okay, she's getting on my nerves for the moment. Or,
the big picture.
But the big picture is we're in this for the long haul because of.
And that's how I know it's right, because in past relationships, when I argue, I was already thinking my escape route. Like, I just knew, like, I'm for real. Like, too many of them was like, no. And I don't ever feel like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Lily_smile85K.
Immediate family.
My brother
has
those. Yes.
Right. So,
kids or no kids, like, this is your family unit. It's your
and you gotta make sure that each other are taken care of.
And what?
So, do you want kids? Do y'all want kids?
No.
Strong nose over there.
Strong nose.
You don't answer.
What's your answer?
This is only your second time on the show. They don't know your answer.
Oh, they don't. Sorry. Try it. So we definitely want a child. We're going to try to have children if it's in the cards. It's just that I have a hard time dealing with pain, so I don't really know how that's going to go.
We got to see how that first one goes.
We got to see how the first one goes, because I don't even like to get shots. Like, I just
really,
I don't like this stuff. And I
manage tattoos.
I have 3 tattoos, though. I don't know how. I don't. And I got my foot tatted twice.
I got my foot tatted. That hurts worse than this big one that I have. That foot tat, that going over that vein.
That is,
and it's little.
Yeah, because I had to get it redone because like the ink wasn't showing up. Because you know they say like your foot, your fingers, all that stuff. Yeah. That hurt, but I said I'm going to go for it and try really hard because I could not imagine my life without siblings. Like, I just couldn't. So I would want...
and mine was different. I was the only girl, and my brothers are 5 and 6 years older than me. So me not having nobody around was just fine.
Yeah, and I'm the baby, so...
It was fine for
you
me,
have
too.
siblings?
Yeah, I'm the baby. I'm the youngest, so...
But can you imagine...
I'm technically not the youngest, but...
Yeah. No, I'm just playing. No, I think... I'm trying to say, like... My brother's like 6-7 years older than me. Mm-hmm. So a lot of times I was the only kid around because he was older out doing his own things.
And they're brothers.
Yeah, and then he's a boy. I'm a girl. I was the only girl in the house. And then my parents took care of 2 of my cousins, and that's when it changed. But by then I was in 8th grade. So I was coming into my own, doing my own thing anyway. So I had that time of feeling like I was the only child.
I had that time too.
And see, you and I didn't experience that. Because what's the difference in age from your brother?
5 years. So I'm 5 years older than him. But we were together still. So the
my
5
brother
years
liked to
that
think
he wasn't here, I barely remember.
I feel like you and your brother got closer, and me and my little sister got closer when we got older.
Yeah, we definitely got closer.
Yeah, because...
But I couldn't imagine being the only child.
I couldn't. So I'm, like I said, we're going to give it a good go and see. On one and see. And then if everything works out, then we'll try again. But then that's another thing. People think right after you get married, you're supposed to try to have children.
Yeah. People will put a date on
everything.
How long
even on how long you should be together. I'm like, you mean to tell me on this day is the day that I can say, okay, now these feelings are I love you. Yeah. But before then I couldn't. If I felt it, I felt it.
Like, that. I never really got it. I know that when we got engaged, people were like, you guys aren't getting married in 2017? You paying the coin? Because we just built a house in February 2016 as well. So if you're funding the bill,
I can see.
You know?
Like we were talking about in the past. What's her name? J Hud and her boo. They've been engaged for like 11 years.
I'm not doing that.
That's different.
No, I'm not doing that.
I can be in a relationship for that.
Yeah, I'm not being engaged for 11 years.
I'm not doing that. At that point, y'all still just girlfriend and boyfriend or whatever.
Right.
Like,
don't even say fiance.
Don't even say fiance.
Somebody said that about Jim Jones and his wife too.
They ain't ever get married.
Chrissy,
they said
like,
Cardi B getting married before.
Jim Jones blacked out too.
Oh yeah.
He told the dude gonna find that guy.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
because what it did was cause an argument in that damn house.
Yeah, because the man was saying facts.
That one stung a little bit.
I was gonna say, because I mean, where's the lie?
Right, it's true.
Why would you be engaged for 11 years? Why?
I don't know.
Because you don't want to get married. It sounds okay.
Does marriage change?
But then that might not be the person. Like, it sounds okay for them to already have their baby and their life together. Mm-hmm. But to know that you're sealing the deal in a way that I can't get out of this, because that's what marriage is supposed to be. Yes, divorce is there. But to think about it like that, somebody ain't ready over there.
Yeah, but who?
And why?
Why does it take you 11 years to figure out this is the person
and
you want to be the rest of your life? Because you've already spent 11 years. Of your life. That's true.
But at this point, they shouldn't get married because I'm telling you, after that, every time they do, they divorce right out. Martin Lawrence and his girlfriend was together for like 17 years. They got married and was divorced the next year.
Wow. Why? What changed?
And a lot of families that do that.
Facebook. I need to know.
You need to know.
I want to know what changes.
Yeah, Dyke Dilemmas. DYKE.
And please be honest. I have
dilemmas. People, don't just put in Dyke. You'll never find it.
You might go on number 3 of this.
But can we go back to the baby thing real quick, babe? Why you don't want to have babies? Don't get me wrong. This is not I'm about to try to change your mind because I don't want to have these babies.
We know.
But
no, I've never, I will honestly say, I've never been 100% against having children. Mm-hmm. But for me, in the past, it's always been a compromise that I was willing to do.
Okay.
So once me and her got together, and she was like, I'm not having no babies. Well,
hit the fucking jackpot because how
I can't
I've had to leave with that disclaimer.
But I hit the jackpot because
I've had to lead with that disclaimer in relationships, and people are okay. And then in year 2 and 2.5, and they talk about these babies. I'm like, well, who's doing this? Because we've had this conversation before we said I love you. We had this conversation. That shit didn't change.
What if Mary Shane said, "I'll carry the baby"? Then would you be open?
Well, we know
she will be a single mom.
Oh shit!
So first of all, that's not even an option. Right. I don't have a uterus. So I'm proud.
So I've equally hit the jackpot. You can't do shit about this baby.
Right. That I was about to say. I guess that's true.
Yeah. So in the past, I've been okay with the compromise of 1. Mm-hmm. But once she said that, I was like, well, great. That's because that's what neither one of us really want.
Right.
So I'm good with it. Like, it's okay.
It saves you guys this. I don't want to say the stressful part, but it honestly is a little stressful. So I hope when people hit you up and ask what's the hard part, I hope people also hit you up with different suggestions for how same-sex couples have children. Only because you hear different things, and like IVF over 10 grand is not an option for us.
Right.
So because I'm very scared to put up that type of money and it don't work. You know what I mean? So and. Meek and I, we have went to a fertility clinic before because at one point we did think about maybe trying to have a baby first and then doing the house thing after, which I know it kind of sounds weird, but we were already staying. My mom had 2 houses at the time. We already had a house we were living in. Yeah. It wasn't ours though. And that's what made us flip it and decide buy. But when we went to fertility, they were like, it's crazy how much insurance won't cover anything. Because in their minds, they're like, you're perfectly healthy. Her insurance won't cover anything. So every time we try, it is going to be like $2,000 each time. So then it's like, and then I kind of feel, this is just me and I don't mean to say it like that, but I kind of feel weird about literally looking in a book or online and just be like, okay, he's the father. It just kind of feels weird to me, and I wish it could be somebody that we know. I would prefer that. Yeah. But then people say there's issues with that because then what if the person wants to try to be in the child's life?
Remember when Jay put out that Facebook post and was like, same-sex couples who have kids, why y'all don't like black donors? Because all the kids are biracial. And then all the number of stuff that came up about how black dads, believe it or not, really want to be in a kid's life, so they're not okay with just giving that up. Or it's hard for them to say, let me just do this for y'all.
Or and then those who did choose the anonymous or the in vitro, it's not really a lot of black donors on that list
because they're not willing to just be a donor without having
and that's hard because that's the only option for her. A black donor is the only option that we have. We're not.
That would have been my only option having had children.
And I try to find us little potential candidates, and when.
Well, she's got to stop going up to random people.
What?
Saying,
hey, you cute. Will you be my baby daddy?
What do you think about being a sperm donor? No, I'm not. It doesn't work.
No, because you got to look.
You don't know their mental health. You don't know.
I did post that.
You got to know somebody's family.
You got to go meet their family in South Carolina at the Willahoochee River.
You don't need to meet none of these folks because you stuck. And once you meet them, you might reconsider.
Can you tell the people I did that for one person as my older sister's close guy friend? It wasn't like a complete stranger.
Just met him.
So he was a complete stranger.
He was a stranger. Your sister know him, but you don't.
By the end of the night, she was asking him
If y'all hear that, kids, that's me over here pouring up these mimosas.
So, can I say, though, in my defense, I felt like he was from the country, Meek's from the country. Like, we were just kind of vibing. He makes cute children. I've seen them both. Like, I was just thinking of it. Like, I was like, oh.
Well, he makes cute children, but he's never made a child with you. How do you know what the child's going to look like?
Do you know what I look like?
Oh. Girl.
That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying you can't really base it off what his other kids look like.
No, I get it. With him, it would be a lot easier than doing the whole
trying to find
book thing. Yes, like we would.
He's very involved in his.
But he said he would be willing to do it.
But he would also want to be involved, right?
He asked, "Can he meet the kid?"
See,
that's what
I'm saying.
She's not here for that because she feels like, what if he meets the kid? No, but I said that's why in advance you get all the paperwork drawn up.
Yeah.
Notarized, like this is the agreement. This is what it is. You can't come back on it ever.
Well, because I would think that, now this is in my past and saying that I would compromise. I think that one of the things I always considered is, okay, if we do an anonymous donor, who would be the male that would be in that child's life? I do think that children need a balance of influence in their lives. So whether it's a godfather or uncle, somebody that can pour into that child because...
I agree with that.
But what scares me about anonymous anything in these situations is that meeting a sibling later and dating them and that type of stuff. That has happened. I've known 2 situations. One was my cousin, and he was adopted, so he didn't have the family's last name. And it just so happens that he was dating a girl across the hall where we lived at the time. My brother heard him talking and was like, that's my cousin who he was talking about. So he knew some of his family, but he was already adopted into another family. So when he was talking about it, my brother brought him in. We were trying to figure out who was who. And his biological mother is like my mom's first cousin. But when he got to the high school with me, he was over there wrapping it up with my cousin. I had to drag him and be like, that's your cousin. Because I knew then I had to walk him around and show him every girl that was his cousin.
Stay away from her.
Stay away from her. That's your third cousin. That's your second cousin. That's your first cousin. I had to do that at that point. And then I'm like, had he never said anything while my brother was walking down the stairs of the apartment at the time, we would have never known. And him and our cousin would have been dating because she was about to give her her number. That type of stuff is weird. I know a girl that was engaged. She was engaged, and the dad was like, her boyfriend was like, "Well, now I want you to meet my dad. We having a family function," and it was her daddy too.
Oh my god! Now can I just say why Dorothy's talking? I'm sorry, why D Squared's talking? I keep seeing that ring. Go ahead.
I'm listening.
Hey, we can engage each other you are. In case that she
Yeah, I guess that's something to think about, though.
You see why the anonymous adoptions and stuff.
I really hope that Jamila and Q, I hope that they talk about their story after.
Oh, shout out to them.
Yes, because Love and Labels. I love their stuff. But Meek put me on. But I hope that
they have a YouTube channel.
Yes, I want to see because they've already shared it and everything. And they're having a girl. But I hope that after, I hope that they share how they did the process and stuff. Because I remember they said that they have Aetna, and that's when I was like, I know exactly what they're talking about because I have Aetna, and they told me the same thing.
Yeah.
So I'm just interested to see what or how they did it because Q has the cutest baby bump, and I hope I'm her. So
you want that cute baby bump?
I want that cute little baby bump like her. Thank you.
So what are y'all looking forward most to in marriage or?
After the wedding, when the turn up commences. Besides because I really am serious about the baby thing, even though that's not starting right after. Yeah. Because we have other trips planned. But, all inclusive. But,
you need to get your fiance.
Oh my gosh. I'm looking most forward to having kids or a kid. That's what I'm looking most forward to. Answer the question.
No, it was the same for me. It really was.
Just not next year.
Right. Not in the same year that we get married. My mother was like, she feels like we need to wait at least a year after we're married to see and enjoy it. Yeah. But see, we get mixed things about that too because people say the same thing. Y'all already live together.
Right into it.
Yeah, they're like,
but that's them on the outside.
Right. Do what works best for y'all.
Yeah, one no.
I'm ready to get settled with you though.
Yeah, that's what I look forward to, trying to build
trying to build more. Yeah, like, because it's like, I feel like after we're officially married, you know what I'm looking forward to? I know this kind of sounds weird, but changing my name. Like, I think that some people probably be like, and I only say that because my initials are ass and I'm over it. I'm 32 years old. Like, I'm over that. Like, literally, like, I'm over that. And then if I would have kept my last name and hyphenated, then they would have been assistant. So either way, it wasn't working out for me.
Assistant is better than ass.
It is, but then...
Well, nothing's better than ass.
I wanted to hyphenate, but I guess I'm not.
Yeah, Meek said that if I hyphenated, then she was going to hyphenate. She said she wanted her household to have the same name.
Somebody in that house got to be Lennon. My dog's name going to stay Lennon.
No.
He got to change his name?
He got to change his name, too.
That is so messed up.
I don't know. Well, ever since I had to change your last name, but I just think... I kind of am ready to, only because I feel like it's a new chapter in my life, so I kind of want to start it that way. Yeah. So I do want to change my name.
My middle name will be my last.
I feel like
my last name will be my middle name. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah,
yeah, people do that, and I don't want to drop my middle name.
Got to change that middle name, huh?
Got to.
Y'all know what? Everybody.
No, I was never speaking about chapters.
Oh yeah,
I had somebody hit me up the other night about a strange previous so-called chapter in my life, and I feel like nothing before half of D squared existed. So
okay,
I wanted to respond and be like,
"Wait, somebody hit you up and said what?"
Was like just let's make up a name.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I know.
I forgot where you was me just now.
Isis. Okay. Hit me up and was like, yeah, I know that you and Isis used to date, and basically, I think I know why you didn't care too much for her or something like that. I never had a conversation with this person ever.
Not one time.
So this person was saying like, I wish
you would have warned me.
Because now that person.
And
but why now? What the hell happened? And
congratulations on your engagement. The only thing I responded was thank you. Because I really wanted to be like, I never dated her.
And also, your girl has been warned many times. So why are you
soliciting information asking information from me?
Right.
And you don't even know me.
You've never talked to this person.
I've never ever talked to this person.
So I wouldn't even
know this person if they walked in this door right now. Maybe I would have to say, okay, I recognize the features from
social media,
but I don't know her, so it was just weird.
And then furthermore, and I mean, I don't know what Isis was thinking, but I'm thinking in my mind like, you really hit me about this, like, you ain't know I just got engaged this weekend. Get on my inbox.
Right, you want to talk to me about this shit?
Yeah, like
it was weird. It was just weird. Like I was just like, I don't know anybody before my fiance, so. No, it's not that I don't know anybody, but once you just get to that point, it's like,
whatever.
Why are you even asking me about this person?
Right.
This was like 10 years ago.
But then you really had some nerve asking me anything.
Anything.
Disrespectful.
Talking about some, so why didn't you warn me? Or where?
Even though you could see her name, I would have typed, who this?
Blocked.
You got it.
Listen, be ready for somebody to block somebody. Let me tell you how that.
I don't have time for people.
Because people
she be
really
doing that.
Trying.
She said she almost blocked me.
Like, who that?
Me? I don't put myself. I put myself.
She put herself in the friend zone at the very beginning, first outing, chilling, whatever it was. She put herself in the friend zone. I had to pour her out.
What else, mom?
Oh God.
I had to pull her out of the friend zone.
She had to pull me out.
Oh, I got friend zone by me, so.
Yeah, you did.
I got friend zone by me.
See, that was gross, though, because I was
second
stuck
time.
I would have let that go.
Did you say that? Would you say I got friends on both times?
No.
This is our second time dating, for those that don't know us.
I'm so sick of you and your side.
I thought the first time I did get friend zone. Kind of. Yeah, I did. And then the second time,
I know I did friend zone the second time.
Yeah, the second time I was like.
Do y'all feel like that contributed to the strength of your relationship and kind of starting over again?
Dating someone else and then knowing that it's still her.
I still think about this person.
But you know what's crazy? And I don't mean this with no shade, and I'm pretty sure he feels the same way. We wasn't thinking about each other during that 6 years that we were with them, because we are two people that I think that love really, really hard. Mm-hmm. So I think we're kind of like, when we're with you, we're really with you. We're just both like that. So to be honest, like, even though I'm sure our exes probably disagree and feel like, because we came back, y'all. to be all the way real, it just happened like that because it didn't work with y'all. Like, we literally just happened to, anytime that Meek or I were not, like, with somebody, we just randomly would happen to not be with people at the same time. It was very weird, but the people
that's like fate almost.
That's what people say, is people we were with. In our minds, we were going to be with those people for the rest of our life. And then when it didn't work out.
Now that I didn't have.
Yeah, we really, like, it didn't work out. And then we reconnected back in 2012. And then it was kind of like, I was basically, like, pursuing her because I had told her, like, I can't even talk to you when I was in this relationship because I really was in love with her the first time. And when it didn't work out, and at the time, my ex was like, I don't know. Like, I don't do the exes being friends type thing or whatever. And then, like, when I tried to get at her, she was like, you got a lot of baggage with you, and I'm not really, like, about to put myself in that situation. And then I tried anyways. And then when she started, like, open up, then I was like, try to make it work with my ex again. And then I tried to friend zone her again. She was like, I'm not doing this with you anymore. So then I tried to text her, like, can I get my heating pad from your house?
Are you serious?
Swear you ain't going to Walmart.
I ain't talking to her.
She had, like Walmart went up the street. They ain't number $20. And I was like, can I get my heating pad? When I tell y'all, Meek played the dog shit. Came out. Here go. He, like, just pretend the heating pad in my hand. Here go. Walk right back in. Didn't say kiss my ass. Nothing.
And shut the door.
Shut the door.
Did you have an event moment from Baby Boy?
I was like, oh my gosh. Then seeing Meek out, best friend spoke to me. Meek spoke to my best friend and said nothing to me.
And I was like, in my defense, I didn't see you. Okay. I walked past.
Somebody still singing that story.
I walked past the best friend and I spoke to the best friend because I was literally walking past.
I didn't get a head nod to say what up.
No, you did get a head nod when I did say
that's all I got. I'm sorry. Best friend got a whole hug and everything.
So that's all I got. Friend zone. You was almost.
But then I think that
is she?
Yeah, I think it showed her.
Damn, that's far from friend zone.
It was like, I mean, I even tried to, like, I think when she started opening up again was when I made her a little care package when she went to Miami. She had never flown before.
Oh, that was sweet.
And she came and, like, helped me unpack my stuff. Then we started kicking it in Miami again. And then, they're like, what happened to Miami? Stays in Miami.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, we was, like, kicking it hard. And then I was like, well, I kind of don't want this to end. And she was like, well, we'll see. Because, I mean, I was trying everything. I was like, maybe this is how it was supposed to be. And maybe I just didn't. But she was just so guarded and protected because she was like, you play games and you got too much baggage. You like, and I understand because 6 years, we literally were both apart for 6 years with different people. So it was like a lot. And then next thing I know, I was like, maybe this is really how it's supposed to be. So the moral of the story, don't give up in love. Don't. Okay. You never know. Sometimes the second time works out.
Alive.
It really could happen. Like,
I will be honest and say, because we talk very openly about a lot of stuff, but I would say that in previous relationships or leading up to this relationship, like, I almost settled. And that's not to bash the person, that I was dating. I almost settled as in, I thought that this is how it was supposed to work. This is how it's supposed to be. And then it was really a leap of faith because I didn't have any idea that me and her were going to be together. Right. It was just like I knew that I yearned for more and I didn't want to settle. And I didn't want that person that I was with to settle either. So, let me jump out there and be like, it's done. So, but I almost settled. Like, I almost was like, well, I almost
settled. My mother almost helped me settle. And I was just like, I can't, there's no way I can do this.
And then once me and her, we always say we went to step 100 and then back to 1. But for us, that's how we knew it was different. It felt different.
After
it was
I put
different.
You out the friend zone.
After you put me out the friend zone, girl, because yes, I was
She tried to make me a thought, y'all. That's what happened.
We're not talking about that on this.
I tried to thought myself out for me,
and it still didn't work.
Rejected
because
I think that boy didn't care.
Didn't care.
I was in this space where I was trying to protect my own energy. Like, I did not have the energy to go back and forth with somebody again. That'll be like the third or fourth time she was like, I can't talk to you because if that's what you want to do, then you do that. But I'm not about to. Right. Don't pull me into your mess. Yeah. Because I'm fine chilling by myself. Like, being a thought.
Okay. Well, when I even said it, I was like,
I told her that's really was my plan.
Yeah.
I was going to get my own place, and I was going to thought it out for some time.
Yeah, that's how I was worried. I was like, is this rebound? I need to know what we're doing.
Yeah, because you don't know. And I feel like people be like, oh, I'm nobody's rebound. Everybody's somebody's rebound at one point. I don't care what nobody's. People like, oh, I wasn't. It's okay if that's how it starts. Sometimes that's just how it is.
Right.
Or you don't have to be that rebound. It's literally, this is fate. This is how it's supposed to happen or whatever. And you just happen to come in my life at this moment where I'm just getting out of something or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So you can assume all you want, but I don't think I think the stars will align, fate happens, and fate happens. And it just is what it is, and you end up with who you're supposed to be with.
And it can change your damn life, because I was not thinking about no marriage. I was not thinking about anything.
Either.
Everybody got that disclaimer too. No kids, no marriage. Everybody. Like, even, there was ones that I thought that I was going to compromise. Like, I love her. If it's really that big of an issue and she really wants to get married, I could do it. And then when it came time to, like,
talk about it for real.
But
really talk about it, I had a panic attack.
That's all I want to say.
That's different from you.
That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying.
Right.
Like, even that was like, oh, I love her enough to be able to do this sacrifice, because it's like, it's not that big of a deal that marriage scares me so much that I couldn't do it. It just wasn't my thing. But if it's her thing, that's how lightweight I made it.
And that's not how it should feel at all. Right. Like, it should not feel like,
and when
I'm
it
going to do it because you want to do it.
I was just like, even the thought of planning, like, little questions, I knew that a proposal was about to be planned, and I, like, really had, a serious panic attack. Serious, like, I can't breathe, everything. And then I knew. I mean, we didn't break up right after that either, which we probably should have, but I knew that it just wasn't going to work.
I'm so weak. Can I just
weak? Why are you weak?
Because when D Squared said, those questions, like, those questions that I knew a proposal was coming, like,
Don't do that to me.
No, because I thought it was fine. No, but I sincerely thought it was fine. And then when that was happening, I was like, it's not fine. Oh, my God.
Like, I was really wrong.
Yeah, I was like losing it. I was like, it's not fine. I hope this doesn't happen. I was like, you know what? You really don't have to. You shouldn't do it. You remember the argument we had the other day? We didn't get to finish that. And then, like, I was losing it. And she was mad and hung up the phone. And I ain't talk about it no more.
Well, the way that your reaction was and the way that my reaction was, I think it's safe to say that they're safe and that we really do want them.
Oh, yes.
Like,
this is happening.
Like, this is really happening. And, babe, can you tell them before we close out what our date is? So they know, like, how cute it is?
No, we cannot.
Okay, well, can I say it?
No.
Nobody can.
Keep it a secret.
Oh, okay. It's a secret. Never mind. But it's a cute meeting.
Right. We'll share afterwards.
Oh, yes. Okay.
We'll do a wedding follow-up.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh my God.
All right, y'all.
Tears about to flow. So we're going to wrap this up.
Let's wrap it up. Hey, hit us up. Dyke_dilemmas on Twitter.
We didn't have a dilemma on this one. We went right into it. All right, happy selves.
Yeah, hit us up on Facebook. Email us your dilemma or any questions, feedback. We love y'all feedback, and it helps us grow. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Bye.
Bye.
We should have prayed.